So we're probably all aware of the idea it takes 10,000 hours for you to become an expert at something. But I recently came across someone making the distinction between deliberate practice and just regular practice. Yeah, you got to put the hours in, but depending on how you focus in on the task at hand will be a big difference on what kind of improvement you'll get from, 1 hour to the next of practice. Deliberate practice, we're really focusing in, kind of measuring our success for whatever aim that we've got. We're trying to improve rather than just trying to do a thing. With this exercise, trying to axe out a spoon blank in 100 cuts, it came about from when I was doing a bunch of spoon blank orders, and rather than just trying to do them all exactly the same, I started just playing around. So it was a bit of a game to see how fewer cuts I could make to bust out a blank. And then putting a number on it, I just, 100, it's a nice round number. Didn't base that on anything in particular. The aim behind this is to develop two particular aspects of carving. One, I want to make sure that I'm really considering every cut before I make it. And the other is I want to develop my ability to add power to accuracy. When I normally axe out a spoon blank, I tend to do lots of little cuts to open up a shaving that will act as a guide for the axe head to fall into. It makes it easier to be accurate, but it can waste a bit of time and effort, especially if you develop the skill to be able to do that in fewer cuts. I also get into a bit of a rhythm, which can be helpful, but then I stick to that rhythm without necessarily considering every cut before I make it. Stopping, taking a little step back, and having a think will probably help me. So here's my billet. Gonna try and rough out a spoon blank in just 100 cuts. And the aim of this is to consider every cut before I make it, and then to add power to accurate cuts. So here we go. So one of the things I'm trying to do is, if I want to follow this line, I want it to be more or less vertical, so I can just cut straight up and down with the axe. Or a little too far. Balls. Not pretty. $25, okay, quarter of the way there. All right, 31, let's start putting the top crank in. Ooh, is that a cut? 38, 39. Looking rough. 47, 48, 49, 50, halfway there. Right, so I'm 56 cuts in. That's, I mean, it's not great. That was a waste of it. 84, I think. I'm gonna stop there, and then we're gonna just go over some of the lessons that I think I've learned. The spoon that we just did was actually the third attempt at this exercise. The first one, I took all 100 cuts to do it. The second one, this is the point where I gave up. I made this mistake first, and then as a result of that mistake, I think I started to make a few more, which was another interesting learning exercise. If I do screw up, I need maybe, you know, half a minute or so just to like calm down and, you know, get my head back in the game. Otherwise one mistake will kind of beget another. So that's an interesting thing to learn about myself. And then yeah, this one that we axed out from 80 odd cuts, I'm happy with it. If we compare it to a blank, you know, that I took my time on, tried to do it in under 100 cuts. So this one, obviously a lot more refined. It's not far off, so I'm quite happy with this. Every now and again, I think I will do this exercise. If I've got another run of blanks, I might carve out an extra one, trying to do it in as few cuts as possible. It's limiting. There are axe techniques where you want to take a lot of little cuts and gradually increase the power rather than every cut being a big one. It leads to mistakes, and that's fine. You know, you're gonna have to make mistakes if you want to learn, but it was good fun. So thanks for joining me. If you enjoy these videos and you'd like to see more, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.